Honeyland Mike here, and we're going to talk a little bit more about frost seeding. And today we are at a food plot that we just started establishing last summer. And so now we are coming in now. It's late winter, just before spring. Temperatures this week are going to be perfect for this situation. It's pretty cold right now, but the next 10 days is going to get above freezing, and then it's going to drop below freezing in the evening. So we're planning to do frost seeding today in this food plot, which has already been tilled, and the soil has already been prepped, and things have been planted in it. So we're going to test out just hand throwing clover and chicory seed. This time of year in Minnesota, depending on where you are, it is March 1st today when we're doing this, and it really just depends on your location and the weather conditions, but you really want to find those temperatures that's going to allow you to thaw out the ground and the snow that's on top, and then that freezing temperatures in the evening. And what this does is eventually that seed will get onto the ground, and then once it thaws and freezes, that will actually suck those seeds down into the soil a little bit. And that requires little to no equipment, and today I'm actually going to do it with zero equipment other than the ATV to get me out here. I've got a bag of seed which has a mixture of 4 different kinds of clover, a forage rape, and chicory, and then there's one other seed that I can't remember, but basically I was really looking more for just a mixture of clover seeds because they're small seeds, they're hard, they're durable, which will actually hold up to these cold temperatures and the moisture content that they're going to see in these cold temperatures. And so once those seeds kind of get down into the ground, we'll get an early start on germination. So once the soil temperatures reach that high 50s, we will actually see seeds starting to get germination. And we didn't come in here, we didn't have to use any big equipment, we didn't have to come in here and till, we didn't have to tear up the soil anymore. So there's a lot of benefits to doing this in like really early spring, late winter, depending on your location. Let's get going. Alright, so I've just got a pretty simple mixture of seed right from a country store, and what this has in it is we've got rape, red clover, ladino clover, alfalfa, berseem clover, and chicory. And basically, to get a view, all those seeds are really small, and that's what we want. We want those seeds to be really, really small, easy to just chuck with your hands and get on the ground really quickly. And we're gonna do it really simple today. We're using zero equipment just to show what this is capable of doing and the little amount of equipment and cost you need to do it. Obviously, we're doing it in soil that has been prepped before, which we did prep with larger equipment, but this is a great time to get seed in the ground. You can actually come in the spring, and let's say you plant it into a grassy trail or where you would like to establish a food plot at some point. Get that seed down on the ground. It'll work its way down into the soil, and then what you do is you come in springtime when there is no where there's no snow, and maybe depending on moisture in the ground, you can come in and just mow all of that old debris or even burn that top debris off before things germinate, and you'll be ready to go. Then that will allow those clover seeds and whatever seeds that you get in the ground from frost seeding to come up in springtime and get an early jump, and you don't have to go buy a tiller. Stay tuned. We're gonna try a bunch of different things this spring, this March right now. Different time frames, different situations, and different settings. So higher snow content on the ground, areas where it's bare already, and test out what's gonna work best and let you know the results. Okay, so I didn't use like a little hand spreader. I just used my hands and then took a handful and just slowly scattered it as I walked along. It's a little tougher. It's worth getting a little hand seeder. They're not too expensive. Definitely worth your time. You're not gonna get a really good toss of the seed with your hands and get it nicely distributed as you're walking around. That would be my recommendation. You can do it without it though. It is possible. It's just much harder and you're gonna use up more seed, which is gonna cost you more. So use a little hand spreader. Save you time and money. And you can quickly do a small food plot like this in 7-8 minutes and you move on. Stay tuned. We are going to be back with some more frost seeding type videos as we go through the month of March. We are out looking for sheds and getting on the land again, and excited to bring more content to you guys and make sure we can help be a resource for the land. What I do is a land resource. I like to help people develop their land, help people sell and buy land, and that's my passion. That's what I want to do, and help people get on the land more and enjoy it with their family. All right.